Okay, Hong, so there are many different ways to invest in real estate. You've chosen a particular strategy that you'd like to focus on. What is that?
It's rent to own.
Rent to own.
Yes.
Okay. Why rent to own?
There's a couple of reasons. One is that it's relatively short terms. You can start going in and out in about two to 3 years, and also you will get higher profit margin for sure. And then the last but not the least is relatively hassle free. Your client, your tenants is not regular tenants. They're homeowner in training, so
Okay.
you're off hands.
Okay, very good. So what market do you focus on for your investing?
Calgary, city of
Calgary.
Calgary, yeah.
Okay, why Calgary?
Well, Calgary is a city. I lived in Calgary for about 17 years, and I have seen significant growth in the city for the past decades. People are drawn to the city from around the world and from the country because of the economy. Simply put, you do the same job, you get better paid there in Calgary. So with more population, the growth, there's demands, there's needs, there's market.
Makes sense to me. So we were talking a little bit about some of the benefits of rent to own. One that piqued my curiosity, you talk about your tenants being homeowners in training. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so unlike the regular tenant you
Yeah.
put in your rental property, these people have in mind that you have already said that they are going to be the owner of the house at the end of the lease term, 2 to 3 years. So they are in their own house just a little bit ahead of time they can actually afford. So they are going to treat the house as their own. So they will not bother you with leaking toilets, things like that, and they will take care of it. They will not trash their own house. So,
So unlike normal tenants that really don't care about the property they're in, your rent-to-own tenants see this as their own home, so they take really good care of it.
absolutely.
Makes sense. So you got relatively short-term deals,
Yeah.
looking at 2 to 3 years. You got good profit margins, and
Yeah.
it's a lot less hassle than typical rentals.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So not anything is absolutely perfect. So what are some of what would be like a downside to rent-own?
I would say because a very important factor of appreciation, like the benefits center of real estate, investment real estate, is appreciation. So because rental is short term, 2 to 3 years, you're in and out, so you won't be able to see the huge appreciative value of a property. So that might be a little.
So because the term is 2 to 3 years, the property will most likely go up in value, but it won't go up as much in value as if you held on to it for 10 or 15 years.
Exactly, yeah.
All right. So why do you think that the benefits outweigh the negatives?
Well, although it's 2 to 3 years, but for a lot of investors, especially the cash investors, partners, is a big advantage as well, because they can, they don't have to tie up with a property for 10, 15 years. They might not want to that.
So you're telling me the negative is a positive?
The negative is a positive. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
so a lot of people who don't want to have their cash tied up for 10 or 15 years in a property.
Exactly.
With rent to own, they're in, they're out in typically 2 or 3 years.
Yes.
All right,
Yeah.
sounds good. Well, if you'd like to find out more about Hong and her investment opportunities, please visit her website at eastmeetswestinvestments.com. Click on the Contact Us tab. She'll get a hold of you right away. Or you can call her directly on her cell phone at 403-397-6809. Thanks very much, Hong.
Thank you, Dave.